Hey guys, Burst and Boo here, and this is my first ever creepypasta. Now, it's called, well, this is a Pokemon creepypasta. It's called Friends Forever. I was so excited, I just bought a copy of Pokemon X. As a huge Pokemon fan, I couldn't resist buying the game. By the way, I do have Pokemon X. I got home, placed it in my 3DS, and played it. It was amazing. I was able to battle in full 3D instead of using the boring old sprites from the previous games. Anyway, I got to a point where I was able to trade over my old Pokemon from Black and White using Pokemon Transporter. I decided to trade over a couple of Eevees, as I especially wanted to get an Umbreon. I traded over the Eevees and got grinding for levels so I would get more friendship with one of the Eevees. I grinded and grinded until I thought about something. Pokemon Amy would increase friendship, right? So I got working. Petting my Eevee, feeding my Eevee, and playing with my Eevee. It was so cute. I went on until I maxed out the hearts, exited Pokemon Amy, and saw the message. You and your Eevee will be best friends forever. Or something along those lines. I smiled. I need to become friends with my Eevee to get an Umbreon. Now I need to just level up my Eevee one more time. So I grinded and grinded once more until the evolution screen came up. I was so excited. I pressed A and got it ready to greet my Umbreon. But then the shape of the Eevee changed to something I didn't know. It stopped evolving and a pink thing came out. Your Eevee evolved into a Sylveon. But instead of showing its attack animation, the Sylveon simply faced forward the screen and smiled happily at me. It was quite strange, but I was too annoyed to notice. I checked the Sylveon summary and looked at its stats, but I was so annoyed that I felt like punching a wall. I spent so much of my time grinding and using Pokemon Amy, and I got rewarded with this rubbish. As soon as I said that, the Sylveon emotion flipped around from happy to sad, but of course, I was too enraged to notice. It smelled, but it looked so gay. I hate it. I placed it in a box and took another Eevee from the box. Then I researched and found out that Pokemon Amy increases affection instead of friendship. And tried again with the new Eevee. Then I got the Eevee to evolve into Umbreon and continued with my adventure. After defeating the Elite Four and Champion, I went back to the Pokemon Center and checked on my Pokemon in my boxes to see if I could replace a few Pokemon with some new ones. I realized that my old Sylveon was gone. I didn't release it or anything. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I left the PC and returned to the Pokemon Center. But the Pokemon Center was replaced by a black void. I couldn't move, but after a few seconds, a question mark appeared over my head. After that, a Sylveon slowly walked over to me, and the screen faded to black. The screen then went to a Pokemon Amy type of scene. The Sylveon didn't greet me in the same way it usually would, but instead it looked at me while water leaked from its eyes like it was crying. A text box appeared, which was unusual. Text boxes don't appear in Pokemon Amy. You were my friend, the text box said. Then I realized it was Sylveon talking. I was confused. Why is this happening? I loved you, and I hoped you'd love me back. The Sylveon then made an action that looked like it was wiping its tears before looking back at me angrily. Am I not good enough for you? I was shocked. I couldn't speak. Answer me! Then it waited for my response before making a look that seemed even angrier. That. You spoke to me when I was a young Eevee. Why not now? I still couldn't speak. I tried, but every time I stuttered. I. That. I'm sorry. I must do this. The screen then faded to black before a remix of Red Steam played and a star appeared on the screen, and then Sylveon appeared. The text box said, Nymphy appeared. Nymphy? I didn't call it Nymphy, but I was too scared to do anything else than press A. I had only one Pokemon to send out. It was Umbreon. Dark types are weak to fairy types, such as Nymphy. But then, at that moment, another text box appeared. So this is your precious Umbreon you abandoned me for. I'll show you what you deserve. The menu appeared. I instructed my Umbreon to use Dark Pulse, which would get Nymphy to low health, and luckily, it did. Nymphy's health went down to red, and I relaxed for a moment. That is before another text box appeared. This isn't over. Take this. The screen went black for me. I thought it crashed until another text box appeared. Nymphy used murder. Then I heard my Umbreon's cry in slow motion before the screen went back to normal. And the text box said, Umbreon died. What? Shouldn't I say fainted? But before I had time to speak, the screen went back to the Pokemon Annie screen. Would you look at that? Your precious Umbreon dead on the ground. And since I'm not good enough for you, I might as well get rid of you too. The screen went black once again, and the words Nymphy used murder appeared on the screen before ear-splitting screech came out of my 3DS. I dropped it out of shock, and the game card fell out of my 3DS before I turned it off. I don't know what came over me, but I wanted to come back to the game. It didn't save, so all I needed to do was not come back to the PC, and my Nymphy would never come back, right? I turned my Pokemon X back on and started off from my last save point, but all I saw was Nymphy and the same old dark void, but with blood on the floor and what seemed to be my disembodied head on her feelers. I'm sorry. I needed to do this. But at least we can be together now. Now we can finally be friends. Forever. Well, I hope you liked this YouTube video. My first creepypasta. Hopefully it was a success. I like to give one very special shout out. This shout out goes to my friend Maya525. I hope you enjoyed this YouTube video. Subscribe, like, comment. It's your choice. Peace.